Hi friends, it's Teacher Ulrich here. How are you? That's great to hear. Welcome back to a brand new lesson of Wordly Wise 3000, Book 5. Today, you and I will begin with a brand new lesson from Book 5. It's time to start with Lesson 16. So, in today's class, Day 1, we will look at the 15 words from Word List 16. So have Lesson 16's word list ready for today. Let's talk about the words and their different meanings. Most of these words have more than one meaning. Pay attention to that. Here we can see Lesson 16 and word list. So this is what you will need. Study the definitions of the words. Then do the exercises that follow. So through these days, we'll take on the exercises as we go. First, let's talk about the first word. Here we can see it. Abdicate. Abdicate. Now here is a pronunciation guide. This tells you how to pronounce the word. Abdicate. Abdicate has a verb meaning. To abdicate is to give up a high office. High office means a high position of power in government. So to abdicate, abdicate is to give up your position as king, as president, as leader of lots of people. When Edward VIII abdicated the throne in 1936, his younger brother became King of England. So Edward abdicated, so he gave up the crown. Then his younger brother took over. The next word is assume. Assume. Now, assume has three verb meanings. First, to assume is to take for granted, to suppose. Suppose is a synonym for assume. We cannot assume that Mom and Dad will meet us at the station if the train is 2 hours late. So you cannot think that your mom will meet you if you're 2 hours late. You cannot assume that. To assume is also to take over, to occupy. You assume a position. Ruth Bader Ginsburg assumed office as a justice of the Supreme Court in 1993. See? When you assume position as a justice of the Supreme Court, like this lady, you have to put your hand on the Bible and you have to say some things. Then you assume the position. To assume is also to pretend to have. Eden assumed a look of innocence when Vilma asked who had eaten the rest of the salad. So he assumed a look of innocence. The next word is bungle. Now bungle has a verb meaning. It's something you do. To bungle is to do something badly or without skill. Because the shortstop bungled the double play, the runner made it safely to first base. So that's a baseball reference. I don't know baseball, never played it. So I don't really understand it, but the shortstop bungled something. He made a mistake. You can see this man bungled the dinner. He messed it up. The next word is dominate. Dominate. Dominate has two verb meanings. First, to dominate is to rule or control. to have a very important place or position. Rock dominated popular music in America for several decades. So rock music dominated popular music in America. To dominate is also to rise high above. The Willis Tower dominates the Chicago skyline. So it's high above everything else, it dominates it. So to dominate is to rule or control, right? To be the most important. The next word is former. Former. Now, former has an adjective meaning. We use adjectives to describe nouns, to tell us more about them. Now, we use the word former to describe something which comes before in time, having been at an earlier time. 3 former mayors were invited to the dedication of our new city hall. So the former mayors would be the mayors before the one now. Former is also used as a noun, the name of something or someone. Former is used as the name of the first of 2 just mentioned. Do you like pizza or hamburgers? I like the former. I mentioned 2, the before mentioned one, the first of 2 mentioned. Both crocodile and the alligator are dangerous, but the former is more aggressive. The former of crocodile and alligator is more aggressive. That means crocodiles are more aggressive, because crocodiles were mentioned before alligators. How would you refer to alligator? We say the latter. Latter means the next mentioned. So study that carefully. The next word is guardian. Guardian. Guardian has 2 noun meanings. First, we use the word guardian as the name of someone who protects. This ferocious dog acts as a guardian of the property at night. So the dog is the guardian. He is the one that protects the house. Guardian is also the name of one who legally has the care of another person. So usually minors will have guardians. Minors are children, right? So their guardians are the people who take care of them. Your parents are not always your guardians. If you live with your grandma and grandpa, then they are your guardians. You need the permission of your parent or guardian to go on field trips. So parents, those are the people who gave birth to you, your mom and your dad. But your guardians, maybe your guardians are your parents. They take care of you. Maybe, like one of my friends, he lived with his grandmother, so she is his guardian. The next word is hoist. Hoist. Now, hoist has a verb meaning. To hoist is to lift or raise, especially by using a rope. So to lift something up with a rope is to hoist it up. The sailors hoisted the sails as we left the harbor. Hoist is also used as a noun. It's used as the name of something used to lift, as a crane or pulley. See? This is a hoist, this orange thing. It's a hoist because it's used to lift something up. And what does it do? It hoists up this box. Hoist. Oh, this boy just intercepted the ball from the lady. Very quick. Intercept. We use this word as a verb. It has a verb meaning. To intercept is to stop or seize something while it is on its way somewhere. See, this ball is on its way to her and boom, the boy intercepts it. He seizes it while it's on its way somewhere. The Coast Guard can intercept boats in the United States waters to investigate their cargoes. So they intercept boats. They stop them on their way somewhere. The next word is jubilee. Jubilee. Jubilee has a noun meaning. It's the name of the celebration of an anniversary, especially a 15th anniversary or beyond. So Jubilee is the celebration of an anniversary, especially a 15th anniversary or beyond. So a 15-year anniversary of a relationship or more could be called a jubilee. The school marked its jubilee with a banquet for graduates from the past 15 years. Wow. Have you ever been to a jubilee? A celebration of something that's 15 years old? Jubilee. The next word is kin. Kin. Now, kin has an adjective meaning. We use the word kin to describe something which is related by birth or marriage. Someone, not something. Someone who is related by birth or marriage is kin to. So you will be kin to someone. Are you kin to the Jordans, or are you just a friend of theirs? So are you kin to? Are you related to them? Are you related? The people who you are related to, you are in their family. So by birth or by marriage. If your aunt marries a man, then you are kin to her husband by marriage. Kin also has a noun meaning as a place name, place name. Also, kinfolk, relatives, family. She celebrated her 19th birthday with all her kin around her. Kin or kinfolk, your family. Relatives, family. Those are synonyms for this meaning of kin or kinfolk. Next of kin. Next of kin, that has also a noun meaning. Next of kin is the name of the person most closely related to someone. So usually you will fill this in at the hospital. The hospital requires the name of your next of kin when you are admitted. So who is your closest family member? If someone says, who is your next of kin? They want to know if something happens to you, who can they phone? Usually, my mom or my dad, they are my next of kin. Because if something happens to me, I get hurt in an accident, I want them to phone my next of kin, my mom or my dad, my closest people. Who would be your next of kin? If you had to write it down, next of kin, who would that be? Your mom? Your dad? Grandma? Grandpa? Your guardian, right? The next word is pardon. Pardon. Now, pardon has two verb meanings. To pardon someone is to forgive. Alice pardoned the Red Queen's rude remark. In Alice in Wonderland, she pardoned the Red Queen's rude remark. She forgave it. You look ugly. I pardon you. I forgive you for what you said. To pardon is also to free from legal punishment. Now, a president can pardon someone. The President of the United States has the power to pardon those convicted of crimes. So he can let them go, he can set them free, pardon them, to free them from legal punishment. Pardon has also a noun meaning. Pardon is the name of the act of forging or freeing from legal punishment. Forgiving or freeing from legal punishment. So you can get a pardon from the president. The president granted a pardon to the man who showed many years of good behavior. So the president granted a pardon. A pardon is something that frees someone from legal punishment. The next word is proclaim. Proclaim. Proclaim has a verb meaning. To proclaim is to make known publicly, to announce, proclaim. The mayor proclaimed May 18 a city holiday. So he made it known. Everybody, May 18 is a public holiday, is a city holiday. To make known. You can proclaim your intentions, proclaim your feelings. How do you feel? Proclaim it, make it known. The next word is provoke. Provoke. Now, to provoke has two verb meanings. First, to provoke is to annoy or make angry. You can provoke someone. You annoy them or make them angry. Joe said he took Katie's toy away because she provoked him with her constant talking. So he took her toy away because she provoked him with her constant talking. See, he is provoking him. It's making him angry. To provoke is also to call forth, to rouse. You can provoke people. Senator Rodriguez's comments provoked laughter in the audience. So it caused people to laugh, provoked laughter. Provocative. Provocative is a different form of the word. Provocative has an adjective meaning. We use this word to describe things that call forth anger, amusement, or thoughtfulness, trying to cause a response. So if you are provocative, you do things that cause other people to respond. If I color my hair pink, that would be very provocative. That would cause my family to say, "Hey, why is your hair pink? What's up? What's wrong? What's good? What's the reason?" It causes them to act, to ask me questions. I provoke them. If I do this, meh, at someone, I provoke them to angry. I am provocative. You were being provocative when you kept asking the same question over and over. Why? Because it's a good idea. But why? Because I said so. But why? To ask the same question, that is being provocative. The next word is reign. Reign. But have a look at how you spell this. It is not rain like this. It is reign. R-E-I-G-N. Reign. Reign has two verb meanings. First, to reign is to rule as a king or queen. To reign. King Hassan of Jordan King King Hussein of Jordan reigned for over 40 years. Wow, over 40 years. To reign is also to be widespread. Widespread is a synonym for reign. Terror reigned in the streets of Paris during the French Revolution. So terror was widespread in Paris during the Revolution. Reign also has a noun meaning. Reign is the name of the rule of a queen or king, the time during which a person rules. The American Revolution occurred during the reign of George III. I believe this person is the reigning king of Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. And she is the reigning queen of England. England still has a reigning queen. The final word is riot. Riot. Now, riot has two noun meanings. First, riot is the name of a public disorder or violence. A protest can turn into a riot, public disorder or violence. Good citizens did all they could to prevent riots after the local team lost in the playoffs. So in America, if a team loses the playoffs, the supporters of that team riot. So they break windows, burn things, they're crazy. Riot is also the name of a great and seemingly disordered quantity of something. My dad's rose garden is a riot of color in the summer. So seemingly disordered quantity. Quantity is how much. So a disordered quantity of something. There can be a riot of shirts in the shop. Just shirts all over. Now riot has a verb meaning too. To riot is to take part in a disorder. To do this. As the crowd of townspeople rioted, leaders tried to calm the situation. So the people in the town rioted, burned things, threw rocks. It's chaos in a riot. Friends, and that is it for day 1, class 1. Thank you for joining me to start this brand new lesson. Good job today. Remember to practice the words and the meanings on your own. Right now, go through the words and just read the meanings one more time until you understand it. Then you can join me in the next class. For the next class, please bring along activity 16A from this book. We'll do this activity together in the next class. Friends, I hope you have a great day and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.